Yeah, I'm about to go take it to the death of Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne, folks. I tried to do it because YouTube kept cutting my shit. Hey, fun this week. What's Newsweek at, man? Come on, folks. I gotta put this window in. I gotta find Newsweek. Hold on. Let me go find Newsweek. Looking for Newsweek. Hold on. Fucks up my whole. Fucks up my whole entire credo, man. It fucks up my credo. Where's the fuck is Newsweek at? Where's Newsweek? God damn it, where the fuck is Newsweek at? Where's Newsweek? I'm not a war reporter. I'm looking for Newsweek. I'm still looking for that whatchamacallit. What is that shit? Where's Newsweek at? Cause I'm running thin fast. I'm running thin fast, man. I'm running thin fast. Where is where's Newsweek at? Where is Newsweek? Oh, that's one here. What? Fuck it, I'm just go switch to this one. Okay, Ozzy Osbourne's final moment at farewell concert. What's it? Ozzy Osbourne's final moment at a farewell concert goes viral. Let me see. See, Ozzy Osbourne's final moment at his farewell concert has gone viral on social media. The Black Sabbath frontman, known as the Prince of Darkness, died on Tuesday at the age of 76. Just weeks before his death, Osbourne performed sitting down at the Black Sabbath farewell concert on July 5th in Birmingham, England. In front of over 40,000 fans. The show marked for the first time the original band members had reunited in like 20 years. In like 20 years. Uh, in January of 2020, the Osbourne star publicly announced that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. According to the Mayo Clinic, Parkinson's is a movement disorder of the nervous system that worsens over the time. On a Tuesday, the X account at History Rock, which has more than 574,000 followers, including Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, shared the footage. He has shared the footage of Ozzy Osbourne's final moment at a farewell concert. At the farewell concert. This was the final moment of the final show. Thanks for everything, Ozzy. That's what it says. Thanks for everything, Ozzy. The caption read Timeless Legend. At the time of the publication, The clip, which shows Ozzy waving to fans from the stage, had racked up than at least 1.1 million views, 57,000 likes, and 265 comments. This is the tweet. This is a tweet from Rock History. On a Tuesday, the Osbourne family announced the singer's death. Yeah, that's what it says. On Tuesday, the Osbourne family announced the singer's death. The singer's death in a statement posted to social media. Is like it is with more sadness than mere words can convey. That we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. His wife Sharon Osbourne, his son Jack Osbourne, his daughter Kelly Osbourne, his other daughter Amy, and his other son Louis. Osbourne and his wife Sharon wed in 1982 and had three children together. There's Amy, Kelly, and Jack. He was also a father to three other children with an ex-wife by the names of Delma Riley and Jessica Lewis, and Riley's son from Elliot from a previous relationship, whom he adopted. People reported. What people are saying that tributes from musicians and celebrities poured in the following news of Osbourne's death. Black Sabbath wrote on X and Instagram like Ozzy Forever. Black Sabbath and co-founder and guitarist Tony Iommi posted on X, Instagram, and Facebook. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My dear friend Ozzy has passed away. Only weeks after our show at Villa Park. Villa Park is just such heartbreaking news that I can't really find the words to express. There won't be ever another like him. There won't be another one like him. Geezer, Bill, and myself have lost our brother. My thoughts go out to Sharon and all of the Osbourne family. Rest in peace, Oz. Tony. Black Sabbath co-founder and bassist Geezer Butler posted on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Goodbye, dear friend. Thanks for all of those years. We had some great fun. 4 kids from Aston. Who have thought, so glad we got to do it one last time back in Aston. Love you. Bill Ward, who was a Black Sabbath co-founder and drummer, wrote on X, Instagram, and Facebook, where will I find you now? In the memories, our unspoken embraces, our missed phone calls. No, you're forever in my heart. Deepest condolences to Sharon and all of the family members. R.I.P. Sincere regrets to all the fans. Never goodbye. Thank you forever. Paul Stanley, who was a Kiss musician, said this on X. We have lost a legend from the Sabbath to Blizzard and onward. Ozzy has impacted countless bands. Then that will not end. Kiss was humbled to be an opening band for Sabbath in the mid-70s. Through the decades I've known him, Ozzy has always been a kind and very funny soul. Fly high now. Metallica wrote in a statement on X and Instagram, it's impossible to put into words that what Ozzy Osbourne has meant to Metallica, hero, icon, pioneer, inspiration, mentor, and most of all, friend. Or a few that come to mind. Ozzy and Sharon believed in us. and transformed our lives and careers. He taught us how to play in the big leagues, while at the same time being warm, welcoming, engaging, and all round brilliant. We are heartbroken and devastated by this loss and send our love and condolences to Sharon and their family, bandmates, and his very large circle of friends. He left an incredible legacy and will sorely be missed. Errol Smith shared a tribute on X and Instagram. Yeah, that's what it says. Errol Smith shared a tribute on X and Instagram. We're heartbroken to hear about the passing of our brother in rock, Ozzy Osbourne, a voice that changed music forever. From Black Sabbath to his solo work, Ozzy defined what it meant to be heavy. He did it with all the heart, grit, and that wild spirit only he could bring. Our love goes out to Sharon, his family, his band, and the millions around the world who felt his fire. Rock on, Ozzy. You will be missed, but never forgotten. Happy Gilmore, star. One of the people that's there is a star of Happy Gilmore too, who had be comedian Adam Sandler posted this on X and Instagram. Whether we're in our basements, yeah, that's what he says. Whether we're in our basements with our brothers in the woods, with our buddies in the car, at a keg party, on a boat, at football practice, at a sleepover, nobody was more badass to crank up on our speakers than the one and only Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. Loved him. Loved him a lot. Like we all did, sending love to the family, and so happy to have spent time with the legend himself, R.I.P. William Shatner, who was known for his role on Star Trek as Captain James Kirk in the 1970s Star Trek series, said this on X. Poor Ozzy, another great light extinguished. Piers Morgan, who was a journalist, who has a show that was already been out, it's called Piers Morgan Uncensored. He added this on X. He says, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the greatest rock stars in history, and a wonderful character. Truly one of the funniest people I've ever known. I once asked him, I once asked him, what was the best moment of his life? And he replied instantly, meeting Sharon. My heart breaks for her. If Ozzy could have scripted his finale from this planet, he'd have chosen to be performing live back in his hometown. Back in his hometown, with his old band, supported backstage by Sharon and their children. It was the perfect ending to an incredible career and an incredible life. T Pain posted on X, heartbroken by the news. Yeah, that's what he says. Heartbroken by the news. I was blessed to be able to cover war pigs and get your recognition. Ozzy forever. What happens next when the details happen about Ozzy Osbourne's funeral that are yet to be made public? But Ozzy Osbourne, he started announcing this days before his death that Black Sabbath's final concert will be released in theaters as a concert film, Back to the Beginning, Ozzy's final bow, next year. It's all trustworthy for me to find out. I'm about to go straight to I got mixed up with legendary Malcolm Jamal Warner, folks. Malcolm, yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Let's see what happened with him. Stop screaming, kids. Now I gotta go to CNN. I, I talked to my uncle on the phone about this guy, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was an actor. Oh, come on. Hold up. Let me start over this shit. Let's start over, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was an actor who starred as Theodore Huxtable. Yeah, he starred as Theodore Huxtable in The Cosby Show, dead at 54. He probably died the same way as Ozzy Osbourne did. Okay, Malcolm Jamal Warner, an actor and artist who rose to fame as a child as Theodore Huxtable on The Cosby Show, died Sunday in a drowning accident in Costa Rica. According to local police, he was 54. Warner was swimming at Playa Grande near the town of Cajota, or Cahuita, whatever we call it. Oh, it's Cajota, in the province of Limon on the Caribbean coast around 2:30 p.m. local time when a current pulled him deeper into the ocean, according to the Associated Press. Costa Rica's Judicial Investigation Police told CNN on Monday people who were on the beach tried to help Warner, but he was declared dead by the Red Cross. Another man is in critical condition after being pulled into the current with Warner. Authorities have said this. On Tuesday, the Judicial Investigation Police said that an autopsy of Warner has been completed with the manner of death classified as accidental and the cause as asphyxia or submersion or drowning. Warner's body will then be released to a funeral service selected by his family. CNN reached out to the representatives. That's what CNN did. They reached out to the representatives for Warner for that further information. Beginnings of a landmark on a landmark TV show. A native of New Jersey, Warner started acting at the age of 9, making appearances in shows like Fame. He was a young teenager when he was cast as the only son of Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad's characters, Heathcliff and Claire Huxtable. Yes, Heathcliff and Claire Huxtable, the doctor and the wife who was already working. Uh, it was in the Cosby Show, which ran from 1984 to 1992. In an interview with CNN affiliate WPVI on Monday, Cosby recalled his on-screen son, his dedication to his craft. You could spend on Malcolm always to learn his lines, to gather his character, to come out and be ready. Cosby said Cosby told WPBI he was gutted by the shocking news of Warner's death, adding, "Of course, my thoughts went straight to his mother, who worked hard. She was so wonderful with him." Warner often spoke about the legacy of the popular Emmy-winning sitcom with pride. The fact that the Cosby Show for Black America and White America alone alike finally legitimate. That's what it says. It finally legitimized the black middle class people, which has always been around and since the inception of this country. But as with everything, is not legitimate till it's on television, said by Malcolm Jamal Warner. When the show first came out, there were white people and black people. Yes, there were white people and black people talking about how the Huxtables don't really exist. Black people don't really live. That's what's happening here. Let me explain this in retrospect. Black people don't live like that. Meanwhile, we were getting we were getting tens of thousands of fan letters from people saying that like thank you so much for the show. He added. Warner was nominated for a Primetime Emmy in 1986 for his supporting role or his work on the Cosby Show. His pictures of Warner when he was on the grind. Here he is with the cast members like Lisa Bonet. I think I've kind of seen her on Drunk History. She was in this TV show called Different World. That's his co-star. Before she was on the Different World in the 1980s. So Sabrina LaBeouf came in uh through the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And nobody else even know why. But that happens until that picture came in. Keisha Knight Pulliam, she was all grown up now. Tempson Bledsoe, she gotten older now. Felicia Rashad, she gotten older. William Henry Cosby Jr., he gotten older now. So look at it. By the time the series is over, that's what I'm explaining this. By the time the series was over, Warner said this in a 2013 interview, we were still on top enough to go out on top, but we were ready to live our own lives. We were all ready to move on. And as Mr. Cosby said, by that point we had pretty much said that all that we could say. Added by Warner. His comments on Cosby's misconduct and the allegations. This is what Warner said. This is his comments about the misconduct allegations regarding his co-star, William Henry Cosby Jr. When dozens of sexual misconduct allegations against Cosby came to the light years later, Warner started acknowledging his sadness, saying that he felt the sitcom's legacy had been tarnished. He said this, my biggest concern is when it comes to images of people of color on television and film, no matter what, negative stereotypes of people of color. We always had the Cosby Show to hold up against that. Warner told the Associated Press in a 2015 interview, and the fact that we no longer have that, that's the thing that saddens me the most. Because in a few generations, the Huxtables will have been just a fairy tale. Cosby denied the allegations in a 2018 sexual assault conviction against him was later overturned. The later careers he had, uh, as much as he honored playing, Warner also worked hard is to show how multifaceted he was, including being a Grammy winning musician. That he won the very best traditional R&B performance in 2015 for the song Jesus Children. It's called Jesus Children, a Stevie Wonder cover. Warner performed with the Robert Glasper Experiment. He was also nominated for Grammy 2023 in 2023 for Best Spoken Word Poetry Album. Warner spoke with CNN in 2017 about his music and becoming a father. Being a new parent have a lot of new material for the music, he said at the time. It's really awesome. And right now, my daughter's 4 months, and I don't have to tell her no. Warner continued working steadily in television throughout his career, with the credits including Touched by an Angel, Community, Key and Peele, Suits, Sons of Anarchy, and The American Horror Story, within a few. Tracy Ellis Ross, who has been on this 1990s television show Girlfriends, with whom Warner co-starred with on a BET series called Read Between the Lines, remembered her friend in a tribute on social media. Tracy is like, love you, Malcolm. I met you as Theo with the rest of the world. Then you were my first TV husband. Ross wrote, my heart is so sad. What an actor and friend you were. Warm, gentle, present, kind, thoughtful, deep, funny, elegant. You made the world a brighter place, sending so much love to your family. I'm so sorry for this unimaginable loss. Eddie Griffin, who had starred opposite of Warner in the TV series Malcolm and Eddie for 4 seasons between 1996 and 2000, also paid tribute. This is what Griffin wrote in the statement. My heart is heavy today. For what for what the world lost was a father, a son, a poet, a musician, an actor, a teacher, a writer, a director, a friend, a warrior. That I had the pleasure of going to war with against the Hollywood machine, and sometimes with each other, because that's what brothers do. That's what brothers do. But the love was and is always there. You taught me so much. I thank you. Rest well, my big brother. There's the resident. Some of Warner's most recent acting credits, including The Resident, The Wonder Years reboot, Grownish, yes, Grownish, and 911. A year ago, Warner launched his part. That's what happened there. Last year, yeah, last year, Warner launched his podcast. It's called Not All Hood, with the goal of continuing to be a voice that explores the diverse experiences of the Black community and touched on the themes of representation in the media. When we talk about the Black community, we tend to speak of it as a monolith, as a monolith when the reality is there are so many different facets of the Black community, and we wanted to have a space where we can really explore, discuss, and acknowledge all of those different aspects. He told people in a in an interview. He told People Magazine in an interview like last year. This story has been updated with some additional information. I'm gonna finish with these things. It's just a double story. It's a double news break I had to put on. Yeah, that's the thing with Latimer. Latimer had this. What's the part? This is from National Wrestling Alliance Power Show. It was with Brian versus Latimer. It was Brian versus Latimer. You know what I'm saying? It's just a match that's just been out. This is from like at least this is from like at least like what was it 2023 when when that show came out. Can't find the I couldn't go for the remote control. Let me finish up. I'm about to go finish up. I got another video I got work on. I don't know if I have to do it. I don't know if I have to do it. So I read my piece on Ozzy Osbourne, and the one I had to read was on it's mixed with the news about Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was a television legend who had died at the age of 54. Ozzy died at 76. That was from like I think it was around Tuesday. I don't even know of. Let me get back to this. Hold on. Let me get back to DuckDuckGo. We get back to DuckDuckGo. Get back to this. I forgot. Malcolm Jamal Warner died before Ozzy Osbourne. He died long before Ozzy Osbourne. Man, I ain't got no time to go read to go through the stories based on him, man. I'm not gonna do it. Can't even do it on YouTube because they go fuck up my shit. I might have to go do might go ahead and do another video today based on you know based on this we're living the war shit. You know what I'm saying? I might do another video tonight. I'm about to sign back on. Wow, I'm signing off. Then another video I'm gonna do. See another video when I'm gonna sign back on. Okay. I'm gonna go do a. I'm gonna do another video based on the living the war thing. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else to it. There ain't nothing else to it. I'm supposed to load this motherfucker. I'm about to sign off, man. All right, I'm signing off.